Hi, everyone. Tony from Mac the Movies here, and it's Halloween time once again.
Woo!
Yeah, this
Halloween
year.
is every day.
Yes, every day's Halloween, Tony.
This year, we're doing what is the worst fourth Halloween movie today on Hack the Movies. Tim, you're back. Hello, Tim.
Tony, welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. Thanks for having me on.
Wouldn't have anyone else on the show.
Oh, thank you very much.
Who would I rather talk about Halloween with? Johanna? No. No, I feel bad. Johanna's like house melted down right before this. Thank you, Tim, for stepping
You're
in.
welcome. Thanks for having me.
Casey, hello.
Hey,
This is our first Halloween review together.
really?
Well, you were Jamie Lee Curtis in my Halloween short, but this
yes,
is our
go check
first
it
review
out.
together.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you're new to the channel and you're stumbling upon this video and you see that we're talking about worst Halloween Part 4, but you're noticing a Halloween 5 tape here, you have to do this every goddamn time. Every episode we got to do this. The Halloween timeline chart.
Here we go.
So there's multiple continuities. You have Halloween 2, then you ignore Halloween 3 because it's its own separate continuity. Then you get Halloween 4, which is technically a part 3, which makes Halloween 5 technically a part 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I was so confused. I kept texting Tony, "What is
Yes.
the topic? What are we watching?"
I know. And then Halloween H2O is technically a part 3 because it ignores all the previous sequels except for 2, which makes Halloween Resurrection a part 4.
Wow.
And then Halloween Ends is the third in the Blumhouse trilogy, which ignored all the sequels except for just the first movie, making Halloween Ends a part 4. We've done this the last 2 years. We did what is the worst Halloween 2 and what is the worst Halloween part 3. So go back and check out those episodes.
We're a part of it now.
Here we go, dude. This is going to be interesting.
This is fun. This is going to be the last time we have to do this.
Thank God.
Yeah, I'll explain what we're doing next year. But yeah, 3 different movies, 3 different part 4s. And honestly, out of all the episodes we've done, this might be, I feel like most people consider one of these the worst Halloween.
Yeah, we are in the trenches
Because
right now.
I'm thinking like Halloween 2, most people like the original Halloween 2. Most people like Halloween 2018. We threw in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 just for funsies.
Okay.
Halloween 3, people really like Halloween 3. People love H2O.
Yep.
So that one was a little bit easier. People really like Halloween 4. But this one, this is the odd bunch of all of them.
Yeah, this is interesting, dude.
But where will we land? Will we agree on what we think is the worst? Let's find out. We're going to start off with Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. I'm going to read the tape here. Here we go.
Here we go.
The citizens of Haddonfield, Illinois, are about to endure the revenge of Michael Myers. Also, I like the Michael lives, and this time they're ready.
Honestly,
they are not ready. Who is they?
Yeah, I don't know who they is,
Yeah.
but the cover is amazing.
Oh,
It
were
is,
they
but
just?
she doesn't wear that in this.
I know. Well, they flashed back to it, so they counted it.
I guess.
They put this into production real quick after 4.
Yeah.
4 did really well, and they're like, just pump it out, just pump it out. Following her mysterious behavior at the conclusion of Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, young Jamie is committed to the psychiatric care of Dr. Loomis. Knowing how Michael Myers turned out, he should have just lost his license. Anyway, meanwhile, Michael Myers is presumed dead following a shootout with Haddonfield police and a fatal fall down a mine shaft entrance. But all is not as it seems. A well-meaning derelict nurses Michael back to health, and 1 year later, he is back to kill again. Jamie finds herself the object of Michael's murderous rage.
Is this the Wikipedia page?
Yeah, holy
VHS
shit.
background. Yeah.
Jeez.
Sorry. And along with new friends, Dr. Loomis, not a friend, he's a psychopath.
Yeah,
in this.
he's nuts at this point.
She tries to prevent Michael from continuing his bloody rampage. However, there is a new visitor in town, a man dressed in black who quietly walks the streets with an unknown
That's
but
right.
sinister purpose. Why is he here? What is his connection to Michael? By the end of Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, many will be dead, and you will be screaming. Furthermore, no, I'm kidding.
I was about to. Holy crap!
So, when I talked about Halloween 4 last year, people love Halloween 4. I assume you guys really like Halloween 4. I know our girl is in Halloween
our girl's
4.
in it.
Love Halloween.
I feel
4.
like it's where a lot of us met Daniel Harris in our lives.
Yes, who will be at Monster Mania this year?
Yay! I don't need to get another autograph until Monster Mania 102. Because I met her at Monster Mania 2, and then I printed out a picture of us and got her to sign it at Monster Mania 52. So
there we go.
That's so cool.
So rewatching it, like, I mean, as I get older, I care less about the Halloween sequels, really. So I used to really like 4, and as I got older, I'm just like, well, it's basically just 1. I think that's why I like it. But as safe and kind of mediocre as that movie is, the thing that made it stand apart from the others was the surprise ending with Jamie stabbing her stepmom.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big deal. Like, that was like, even people who don't care for that movie were like, that was a really good ending.
Yeah.
And they throw it all away for Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Apparently, Mr. Dominique Othen-Gerard did not care for that setup. And Mustafa Akkad, who used to produce all of these until he was tragically blown up, that's how he died.
Whoa, I did not know.
I think he was still like shell shocked from what we call it, Halloween 3.
Yeah.
So when Halloween 4 did really well because of Michael Myers, he's like, forget that twist ending. Bring Michael Myers back. Never do anything that's not Michael Myers. Michael Myers all the time. So they had to come up with a way to bring Michael Myers back because he gets shot a shit ton and falls down that well. They add in a scene in the beginning of this where he like drops the dynamite in.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense. Because at the end of 4, they're like, yep, he's dead. And it's like, well, they would have checked the body.
Yeah, because they were like ripping riot shotguns. He falls into the mine, and then like that's how. Yeah, you're right. They add the dynamite in the beginning of this movie.
So that's how he escapes. He goes down the river like Jack Black and
So
Tenacious D on
silly.
shrooms. Yeah, it's real.
And how is he floating so well?
Well, I
Like,
don't
he's
know
on
if you noticed, there's a big flotation device underneath his
Yeah,
jumpsuit because when he crawls out, you see it bunching up.
Yeah,
He looks thick.
he does. Yeah.
Well, they got Don Shanks to play him in this one, who was like a very tall, beefy Native American dude. You know what other slasher he ended up playing?
Tell me.
He ended up playing the fisherman in I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. No, that movie's really bad.
I mean, you know.
Randy, no.
that was
She's
the
not in it.
third one. That was the directive in it. It's bad.
Okay. I'll
It's-
take your.
They're doing a new I Know What You Did Last
Yes.
Summer, a
Yes,
legacy
I
sequel.
did
I
see
don't
that.
know why, but it's,
and Freddie Prinze is in it.
He is. Yeah.
they
just
just as of
announced
this recording, they announced he's in it.
that. He's awesome. He's got a great podcast.
I never listened to it.
Yes, he has a horror podcast.
Oh, he
That's
does.
cool.
Yeah, they cover that movie and Jeepers Creepers and everything.
Oh well, he's competition. I
listen to
hate him.
ours.
I hate him now.
I was about to say he's not as famous as Tony from Hank.
He's not the same thing. Yeah, so Michael survives, and so you didn't know about this.
I didn't. This
So
is news.
you watched this movie recently, and just a kind old hermit brings Michael Myers back to life. That wasn't the original opening.
Yeah, I was mind blown earlier from this.
Do you know what the original opening was?
I know it was not going to be the hermit. It was going to be the different guy.
Yes.
Oh,
so,
cool. Yeah, I knew it.
So-
I didn't know that.
well, most people.
Which would have made so much more sense.
Yeah, so I didn't. Well, I knew that there was a deleted scene because me and my friend Anthony, we rented this when we were kids.
How nice.
Lauren Soda's cousin. And we watched like the behind the scenes featurette. And they were like, here's a deleted scene from Halloween 5 featuring the character Dr. Death. And for years we were like, what was that? It's just him holding his mask. What is the scene? Good news, everyone. The recent Shout Factory, Scream Factory Halloween 5 4K Blu-ray, they've restored that scene. They got all the footage together. They put the Dr. Death scene together. I think the actor died, so they got Sean Walling to do his voice.
Yeah.
And we now know what the original intro is, and it actually explains the stupid tattoo on him, which won't actually get explained until the next movie, and it's a big letdown. So, Dr. Death is an occultist who lives in the woods.
It made so much more sense.
I mean, it's also pretty stupid, Casey, but in comparison to the hermit,
Yeah.
at least it's something. So he's doing voodoo and black magic. Michael Myers shows up and he keeps him safe for a year. and brings his soul out of the nether realm. And then Michael kills him. But it's funny because I showed Tim this right before. It's funny when you watch the regular version now because they shot new stuff with the hermit, but they still kept in quick moments from the other stuff.
Right.
So like there's random watch. I was like, wow, that hermit was real into pagan signs.
Yeah. There was so much weird
Yeah,
stuff
what?
in the shed or shack or whatever.
Yeah, but like the hermit doesn't make any goddamn sense.
no, it
Why-
doesn't.
What?
First of all, why does he care?
Why
A.
does he care? Why doesn't he just take him to someone?
Yeah. No
Is he-
hospital?
Is he cleaning his shit? Does he put a diaper on Michael?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
He didn't get Michael more comfortable clothes. He left him in the jumpsuit for a year.
And like, do you know who he is? Like, I'm pretty sure he didn't float that far.
Yeah.
Like,
So yeah, Michael wakes up, kills that dude, and starts hunting for Jamie. And by that I mean he's killing Jamie's sister and stalking all her friends.
Yep.
Seems like Jamie's an afterthought, really, to him. And Dr. Loomis has lost his goddamn mind, which is actually one of the most entertaining parts of this. He's just full on revenge mode. He's basically using Jamie as a pawn to
Yep,
get
as a
Michael
pawn,
out. And it's a mess. What did you think about it, Casey?
I have no words. I think it's silly.
Yeah.
I think all of the ones that we'll be covering are silly a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a dumb house in it.
Wait.
yeah, that's
Okay.
true.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to touch on that.
Yeah. No, because I did that video last year of like set changes they didn't think
There's
we
still
noticed.
nostalgia in it for me, though.
I guess so. But no, the house.
All of a sudden,
It's the most infuriating thing because we
he
saw the
lives
house
a
in two
fucking
movies.
mansion.
Now it's a Victorian mansion. It's gigantic. And then in the next film, it's back to looking how it used to look. It's like when you binge these, it's very distracting.
And that's that. It was apparently he let the director really do whatever he wants, and that was all him. He's like, I want it to be super spooky and a big, like you said, big Victorian mansion.
It is shot really well. He also did like weird things with like, I mean, there's a little bit of this in the first one where Michael is stalking people in the daytime.
Yeah,
And it's creepy and it's effective. But here he's like too obvious. Like the girls are walking. He's like 10
right
feet behind him.
there.
And where it's not creepy. It's just annoying. It's like turn around. Turn around.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on.
There's a ton of daytime stuff. I mean, one of my favorites though from this movie is that goofy signature mask, the alternate mask that he wears.
I just love barbaric men.
When he steals the other guy's mask, the other Michael's mask.
Yeah.
They trimmed out a lot of gore in this. And the 4K Blu-ray has a special feature where you can watch all the gore. But one of them is when he kills that Michael guy,
Which
when he
I
shoves
love.
the thing in his head.
One of the best kills of the
Yes.
franchise, regardless.
If you look, when he's on the ground, there's like a cut. Because they had nothing else to cut to, but it was too violent. So he falls, and then there's just a cut, and he's like
he's
wiggling.
like quivering,
They like cut out like a few seconds of him like writhing around in pain.
convulsing, yeah.
So there's like awkward stuff like that. But yeah, the movie is a fucking slog to get through. Now, you said you've seen this 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Why?
So growing up, AMC Fear Fest was major. I'm sure it was for you too. I watched Halloween 5 a ton on cable. But yeah, I mean, for me, it was just another one of. I like 4, 5, and 6, even though, like, whatever. It's interesting that you showed me the scene before that because now it kind of helps with the whole Thorn thing a little bit more.
Well, now it makes it even more confusing.
It does, but
it is funny that whole stems from a deleted scene.
Exactly.
That whole stupid thing.
So that was interesting. But yeah, I like this one, kind of. One of my favorite. You know who's in this, right? Our boy from Hell of a Thing, Lawnmower Man, plays one of the cops in Halloween 5, and his name is Charlie. And when Loomis is insane, one of my favorite scenes is when he puts his gun in Charlie's face and he's like, Charlie!
Michael Myers is outside.
That actor, that cop who gets like brutally hung at the end.
Yeah. Which is another great kill.
He is in a ton of, like you said, Lawnmower Man, but he was also in Ed Wood. He's the guy who kicks them out when they don't have enough money.
Dude,
to
hell
rent
of a
the set.
thing.
He's a hell of a thing.
That's
It's a
what I'm
hell of a
saying.
thing.
That's what I'm saying.
You really got to watch the Lawnmower Man
I
episode.
do. I need to watch the movie.
Yes, it's
But
fun.
speaking of those cops,
Oh, yeah, I was going to say,
there's-
Casey, what's silly about this? The clown music with the cops?
so silly.
They are really, total comic
Jokes,
relief.
making
When,
them
um,
jokes.
So Halloween 2018 apparently had references to every Halloween sequel, and I think
This
the
is it,
goofy
right?
cops
Yeah.
arguing about their sandwich
The
was a
banh mi,
reference
yeah.
to these two. No, it's legit clown whistles and
Yeah.
slide whistles.
Yeah, it's super goofy.
It's very, very goofy and really, really stupid. Danielle Harris, who really was like the standout of the previous one, they turned her into a mute.
yeah,
and
that was dumb. That
She
was
has
a bad
like
decision.
no personality or anything. But it's like not what people wanted her to be the killer in the next one.
Yeah.
It's well, she is put through hell.
Yeah.
through filming this movie though. Like that laundry shoot scene.
Yeah.
brutal.
That was good.
Yeah.
Brutal. Scary too.
Okay. Another issue I have with this.
Okay.
It's good to build suspense, right?
Uh-huh.
It's good to build suspense. This movie goes overboard. It will build suspense and build and build and build, and then there's a fake out, and then another fake out, and then another fake out, and
There
build
is.
and build.
That is true.
And the kills are almost never worth it for the long, drawn out suspense.
Some are way better than others.
Yeah, like what's Jamie's sister's name in the beginning? The
Rachel?
Rachel, yes.
But it's not her. Is it her sister?
Well, stepsister.
Yeah.
half-sister,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah, like hers is drawn out and drawn out
Mm-hmm.
and drawn out. Then there's the fake out with the dog, and then
Yeah.
Oh.
it's like okay, and then drawn out, and then she gets stabbed with some scissors. I'm like,
Yeah.
you got to give me something more. Maybe
Bigger than
wait.
that.
Liked her.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I was bummed she got killed.
A lot of people were really bummed.
Yes.
She didn't care that much, but a lot of people were really, really
I think
bummed.
she did care, and she said that it was something else before that kill, so
No.
it was something way worse.
I don't know
And then
what it
what's
was.
the friend's name again? I always forget her name.
Tina.
Oh
Tina.
God. Okay.
She is.
Tina.
She is insufferable in this movie.
I'm never sensible if I can help it.
Tina!
This one is hard to watch because of Tina.
She is insufferable, dude.
Tina is one of the worst. Casey, if you say she was your favorite character, okay,
Don't
good. I
worry.
was about to jump over the counter. Tina is so bad.
Like, that's what I'm saying. You keep the real sister, ditch Tina, dude. She was
Yeah.
rough.
And speaking of drawn out,
Oh yeah.
they have Tina in the car with Michael, and it's drawn out
Yep.
and suspense, and then nothing happens.
Dude,
True.
Tina kisses Michael Myers.
Yeah.
And nothing happens.
And then Tina in the barn, drawn out and drawn out and drawn out, nothing happens.
Yep.
Tina getting chased by the car, drawn out, and then what does it all add up to? She just gets stabbed in the
Stabbed in the
shoulder.
chest.
I'm like,
That's it.
no, she is the most annoying character in the world. You've done 3 fake outs. You have to blow her up or something. You can't just stab her in the shoulder and call it a day.
Yeah, I've never really thought about it that way.
Yeah.
I know she was insufferable and pretty annoying in this one, but
Yeah.
yeah, the fact that like it just goes down that way is a little like that's a letdown.
Also, the blonde was way hotter. Why didn't we get more of her?
She fought back.
Yeah.
She did. Her boyfriend unfortunately got stabbed.
These
in the-
boyfriends. Oh,
Yeah, rough.
Yeah. All the boyfriends get died pretty
not
brutally.
cute.
You didn't think he was cute?
Oh, he was insufferable.
He wasn't that bad.
Yes,
Are you
both of
talking 4 or
them.
5?
Mike was kind of a
5.
dick.
Yeah, he's rough.
Mike
He's rough.
was a dick too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With his, although he had a cool
You're so
car.
rude.
He had a super cool car. Dude, when Michael does rip the like
Yeah.
handbrake and oh man, that scene.
That was good.
That was a good scene.
Jamie's psychic connection to Michael Myers.
Here we go. Which you did kind of tie up a little bit though in that deleted scene, at least, as far as like the hand reactions. and
Yeah,
stuff, like-
yeah, with like Mike. Well, she does that a little bit in the theatrical cut,
you're
also.
Right, you're right.
But when it was like black magic, it kind of made a little bit more sense.
Exactly, it made more sense.
Yeah, the psychic thing is weird. They try to make Michael sympathetic. Where did you land
yeah.
on that?
That's
Like,
the attic scene, right? Where isn't that where she's like,
Oh,
"Let me
yeah.
see," and he's
yeah,
like,
because Loomis is like, this anger will destroy you, and it's like
Yeah.
implying that it's beyond his control.
I did always love in the attic though when he snaps out of it, he puts it back on. He's
Yeah.
like, "This," and he like goes super hard, like try, yeah.
Yeah, and they do that close up on his eye crying, even though he
Yeah.
technically shouldn't have eyes in this continuity because Jamie Lee Curtis shot them both out.
Plus, they're supposed to be the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
Yeah, they never are.
Never.
Well,
always,
Halloween-
always a letdown.
That's one of my favorite memes. Is like he had the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes, and then it's the Halloween H2O Michael wide-eyed. Yeah, they try to make Michael like sympathetic. Again, they draw the thing on his arm.
Yeah.
There's like this implied thing where like something's controlling him, which again they will get into in part 6.
Yep.
Which is messy. Yeah, that is all bizarre. It's just, it looks nice. I will say
Yeah, it looks nice.
It is
like
shot
nice-
well.
It is shot very well.
They had a budget.
But-
It had been a while since I've seen Halloween 4 and 5.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, this is going to be the best opening ever. The fall opening.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this the one with cops do it by the book? Is that you too? That
That's
shirt?
4.
Yep, I have that shirt.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is part 4.
I was going to wear it, but it's not it.
Oh, sorry, that was last year. My bad. Freaking Dr. Loomis is the one standout. Just seeing him lose his mind.
Yeah.
That's fun.
He crushed this work.
That's
Like,
those
he
things
really
are
did.
fun. So everyone hates the mask in part 4. What do you think about the part 5 mask? Is it any better?
It's okay.
It's weird. It's just
okay.
I don't like it. I don't like that cover at all.
which one? This one?
No, the other one.
Oh, this one
4K.
with the sight.
I don't like that.
The neck is off.
Silly.
It's
The
like
neck is-
Look at the
so
sword.
wide and like
It's not a
Yeah.
sword. It's a scythe because it was in the
Look at
barn.
the scythe.
Yeah, it was in the barn. That's how he kills the one girl.
I know,
Yeah.
but look at it. I don't
it's
like
definitely
it.
not
And it's showing
his
the
vibe,
house.
but- to that house. That house.
Oh God!
And that house is in the 6th one, isn't it?
no.
No.
The 6th one. It looks like how it's supposed to
Yeah,
look.
Are
it
you
goes
serious?
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if you're binge watching these, it's very
Oh
infuriating.
my gosh.
Makes they really let him do whatever he wants, and I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Fun fact: the director
Yeah.
Dominique Othengard,
Yeah.
he actually came back, and I think he was the second unit director on Halloween Kills,
That
which is
is
also a
it.
very controversial Halloween movie. So he's
No
2 for
shit.
2.
I did not know that.
Yeah, this one is just it's a slug. It's a slug. As much as the 4th one was was okay, this is a big letdown because it's like you had a chance. You gave us the safe sequel. We were open to like a new idea, little girl Michael Myers, or maybe they aged her up or whatever. And they just totally dropped the ball. And it's like, well, it's Michael just stabbing people again.
It's always weird seeing Michael like in a jail cell too for some reason.
Okay, yeah. So
him
Loomis's
just, like-
plan. What did you think of Loomis's plan of I'm gonna drop a net on him and hit him with a boar?
Where did that come from?
He ripped it off the wall. But yeah, he shoots him with the trank gun and he just
Yeah, it has a chain link like fucking net like rigged up somehow, which I have no clue how.
I don't know how he's I guess the police help him set it up.
Yeah, okay, Charlie.
Yeah.
Hell of a
So he does that, and you're right. They put Michael in the jail cell, and they let him
just
keep his mask
Mask
on.
on. Yeah, the scene of him just like sitting there like, oh man.
Also, he takes his mask off a lot in this
Yeah.
film, but they always figure out a clever way to obscure his head, which is pretty funny.
They kept because they kept saying unmasked, unmasked. Like that was the big hype in the trailers. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, kind of, not really.
Yeah.
He
they-
didn't look like him.
Yeah,
I guess they wanted him to look like Danielle Harris a little. I don't know.
is she Native American? Because Don
has
Shanks
dark
looks very.
hair.
I guess she has dark hair, but Don Shanks looks very Native
Oh,
American.
He
God.
does because he is.
So yeah, and then this one introduces the big mystery.
Oh right.
This was all they added all these scenes in post. The Man
Right.
in Black. That was all added. It was all added. And they added the little thorn symbol on him. There's another thorn symbol in the house later on when Michael's
yeah?
breaking through the door to get them. It's just written on the wall.
Huh.
So yeah, they just shot scenes with this Man in Black who saves him at the end. They had no idea who that was. They were like, we don't know who this character is. It's just some sequel bait. We'll figure it out later. And
Right.
you see in the next film, they really didn't have a plan.
No.
Quentin Tarantino was supposed to do a part 6. And he tried to come up with an idea, and he's like, I tried to figure out that Man in Black one. It was going to be like a road trip thing. So that's how, like, Lost in the Week, they were like, we just got to shoot these scenes of him kicking that dog, which was really funny.
Yeah.
And then he comes in with, like, a Tommy gun, like a gangster, because he's wearing, like, the brim hat. He looks like a gangster
Yeah.
shooting
And he's
everyone.
literally blowing all these cops away.
And he's got spurs like a cowboy. It was
Yeah.
the most
Yeah,
ridiculous
what?
thing.
It was random.
Yeah, it was very, very random. Yeah, and he breaks out, and it's just a big friggin' letdown. But yeah, after that, they did Halloween 6, and then they just kind of quietly killed this timeline for the H2O timeline.
Yes.
H2O comes out, everyone pretty much loves it.
Yeah, it's a great ending.
It's one of the most well received sequels, but Back to Basics ignores the other sequels except for 1 and 2, and they barely touch on 2. They had to for the whole sister
Right.
thing. But yeah, so Jamie Lee Curtis said, "Give me the end," because they wanted H2O to end on like an obscure note, like did he die or didn't he? And she like
Right.
fought because she wasn't a producer. She had to fight and be like, "Let me cut his head off," and she came up with the compromise
yeah.
that, Larry, look, give me the ending I want in this. And if you do a sequel, I will come back. We'll say it was a different guy and you can kill me off and I'll just do that small part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how we got Halloween Resurrection. Tim, can you read the back of the box? I assume it'll be shorter.
Here we go. The reality programmers at Dangertainment have selected Rudy, who is Sean Patrick Thomas from Dracula 2000, Bill, Thomas Ian Nicholas from American Pie, and a group of thrill-seeking teenagers to spend one fun-filled night in the childhood home of serial killer Michael Myers. But the planned live broadcast turns deadly when their evening of excitement becomes a night of horror as Michael Myers himself decides to crash the party.
Whoa! They don't mention Jamie Lee Curtis at all in the back there?
Just at the very end, along with a special appearance of Jamie Lee Curtis. Afterthought as hell.
Hello, Michael.
I did a full detailed review of this with Movie Dumpster a few years back. I love this movie. I'm very nostalgic for this film. It's the first one I saw in theaters.
Aw.
Okay.
As we all know, I'm the number one res tard. I love it. I got
Yeah.
my Trick or Treat motherfucker shirt.
Yes, Busta.
But this is like nostalgic for me because this is when I was using the internet. I was following the production of this.
You were
Oh,
into
cool.
this. Remember
I was
HalloweenFilms.com?
yes, yes. I spent a lot of time on that. Bloody Disgusting forums.
Aw.
Back when they had forums.
Yeah.
Thank God those things got deleted. Who knows what
That was a
teenage Shorty
mess.
was saying in there. Yeah, and I was following when it was Halloween Homecoming.
Yeah.
Which makes
I
more
kinda remember
sense.
that.
Which
Yeah.
makes more sense of a title for this. And before I go any further, there were a lot of deleted scenes. I'm only going to mention like one. There's a lot of deleted scenes and alternate endings for this because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. I covered that a few years back. I did the breakdown of both work prints of this film, and I go all into
How
the deleted
fun.
scenes. Yeah, because there were very different kills. They actually spiced up the kills in the theatrical version because the kills
good.
were a little too tame in the other one.
Okay.
But yeah, Halloween Resurrection. I love it. It's so stupid. All right, what do you guys think of like the beginning is like its own movie with Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the fake out with like it was a paramedic?
Total ass. I think
Really?
that was just not that great. I think it is extremely far-fetched. She goes down way too easily on the rooftop, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, there's some good things about this movie. I think Busta Rhymes rules, but as far as like how the movie starts, I don't know, man. You were buying that even back in the day. You were cool with it.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that she wasn't going to be in the whole movie. Well, I remember originally I was like, oh, she'll probably like come back to save the kids at the end.
Oh, that would have been great. Actually,
That would have been fun.
But then when I realized like she wasn't doing any press for the movie, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
never mind, she's not doing shit at the end.
yeah, and she got the she got her kiss in, and
Ew.
Yeah, I'll
Why?
see you in hell.
yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, fucking Michael Corleone kissed Fredo before he had him killed, and they were brothers.
The kiss of death.
Casey, as someone who has played Laurie Strode, what did you think of Laurie Strode's
Oh my God,
final
you did.
encounter?
I didn't like her final encounter.
Oh, what did you think about the fake out?
no,
with
I
the-
thought the kiss was weird.
Yeah, what did you think about the fake out of the H2O where it wasn't really him at the end?
I think that got me at the time.
Yeah.
When I didn't know. It did get me.
Yeah, you didn't think this final fight on the rooftop was good with her Looney Tunes fucking
yeah.
Elmer Fudd trap?
Yeah.
I was like, how
I
did
was
she
like-
have time to do that?
It was there was a lot of holes in her plan.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
But you know
just-
who I do love?
Tell me.
The creepy
Yeah.
I was going to say, I like that part.
Yeah.
the creepy mental asylum guy who I have the mask of there.
That's so cool.
Speaking of nostalgia, so that is the Halloween Resurrection mask based off the mold. I got that in
Oh.
2002 from Cinema Secrets.
Oh my God.
I got my parents to get it to me because I was super into it. I like the
cool.
resurrection mask. All right, people don't like the resurrection mask. They think his eyebrows are
It's
too
brows.
dark.
It's the brows.
I really like this Michael.
Mm.
I don't understand why he colored his around his eyes.
Why'd he do
No,
that?
around his
Oh, his
eyes.
Yeah.
eyes.
It's like he's
They
a
made his eye-
character
like-
at a
It's
Halloween
shadow, or-
They put black around his eyes to cover up the.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah, that was
criticism.
weird.
Well, look. Well, one, it could be criticism from Halloween H2O because they showed his eyes a little too much.
Right.
Two, look, at least they picked a mask and stuck with it, unlike H2O, where his mask literally changes in between camera cuts.
True.
And is CGI at one point.
True.
So at least they did that. Yeah, he looks like a little done up. He's got his eye.
Like he didn't take the time to
Those
put.
drawn eyebrows.
Well, you know what's
makeup
funny?
around his eyes.
It is funny he's doing the black makeup. That's like what superheroes do. Like Batman does
Yeah.
the eye
Yeah.
makeup.
Yeah.
Look, Batman Begins came out 2 years later. Maybe he was auditioning when he wasn't killing people.
Damn, that's
I
2
think
years
it's sick
later?
in the beginning. He just comes through the door.
Oh yeah, that was weird. Like, he does that in Halloween too, where he just walks through
And
the glass.
this is where he does a ton of the one-up pull-ups, one-arm
Oh,
pull-ups.
they add. I think they add. If
That's
I remember my
fun.
work print, because when he kills those guys in the beginning, it wasn't as gory as it. Like he doesn't decapitate them or anything.
Right.
I think they added the shot of the one arm thing because it was used in all the trailers for
That
H2O.
is goals.
So yeah, that's my original one. But a few years back, when I was still at Screenwave, we bought a bunch of props, and someone I think Justin showed me that clown mask, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I know that mask from something. I know that mask. What is that mask from? And I'm like Googling. I sent it to my friend Anthony. He's like, that's from Halloween Resurrection. I'm like, I knew it. I'm like, oh my god, I got the crazy guy's clown mask from Halloween Resurrection.
So awesome.
I did dig the crazy guy too, the spurting off
Yeah.
the facts.
That was
and, like,
fun.
It's a good in right into
Yeah.
title, right?
But yeah, it's weird that none of this plays in with the rest of the movie.
Right.
Nah.
I think Movie Dumpster told me that it's implied that there's like a year-long jump in between, like
I
this
didn't-
opening and then the rest of the film.
I can't remember if there
Yeah, I
were
don't know.
words.
All I know is if you do watch my work print cut, they explain how Michael gets that cool sports car.
Oh yeah.
You want to know how he gets his cool red sports car?
Yes.
Wow.
A girl is having relations with a man in the woods near the mental asylum.
Okay.
That's where you do that.
All right.
And Michael decides not to kill them, and he steals the car. And then she reveals that the guy she's with is not her boyfriend, but Michael stole her boyfriend's car that she was stealing to cheat on her boyfriend.
Great.
So yeah, because that is like a weird element in this film. They constantly show the sports car.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I get that's Michael's car. Why is it so, like, where did he get this? And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, that's just like a leftover thing.
Okay.
So yeah, then we get a fun setup here because it's like, all right, well, Michael's run out of family members except for Josh Hartnett, but they weren't getting him back.
No.
They have a picture of him and Jamie Lee
Yeah.
Curtis.
Especially not with those bangs.
Josh Hartnett from Trap. Did any of you see
Still
Trap?
haven't seen it.
Still haven't seen it.
We were going to see it, my sister and me, and then it's not in theaters. It was in for like a week.
Oh, I rented it with my sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good
Nice.
idea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of my sister, she asked me to be her maid of honor while we were
Oh,
watching
yeah.
this movie.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw the Instagram story. I'm like, ended up watching Halloween Resurrection.
Yeah. Good memories
That-
now,
I'm
on
just-
Friday the 13th.
I'm just picturing you watching and be like, that's how Jamie Lee Curtis like, oh, that's so stupid. Yeah, I'll be your maid of honor.
So
That's awesome.
special.
Again, it's a very special movie to all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, the whole Jamie Lee Curtis thing, they just did that so they could have her in the teaser and nothing to do with the rest of them.
kill her off.
I do love the setup that they're filming a reality TV show.
It is just so of the time, dude.
It is of the
Yeah.
time, but also kind of like, because it's on the internet.
Yeah.
And like everyone knows that, last year I got real into that live
Oh, yes.
show Fish Tank.
Yeah.
Fish Tank
Oh,
Live. I
Fish
had
Tank,
the winner. I had the winner of season 1 on my show afterwards because I was a meme.
Whoa.
Because I bought her shirt when I was still fatter than I am now.
Yeah.
And a bunch of guys who were also heavyset took pictures. Everyone, Josie will probably like delete the internet because all these fucking weirdos like her. I'm like, she actually came on my show. But yeah, this actually, it's funny. I'm watching Fish Tank. I'm like, wow, Halloween Resurrection predicted it.
Man, this is deep for you, man. You
It
love
is.
this.
It is. And yeah, and Busta Rhymes. That's because around this time, they're like, we have to have one rap guy.
Yeah.
Last time it was LL Cool J. Now we got to get Busta Rhymes.
Oh my God.
And Tyra Banks.
Yeah, Tyra Banks.
Tyra
That's
Banks,
what
yeah.
sold me the
Yeah.
first when I first saw it.
Yes, they're
Her on
doing
the
the reality
cover.
show. And then they have the main girl, Bianca, she's played by Bianca something, I forget her full name. And Katie Sackhoff, a very early Katie Sackhoff,
Yep.
who ended up
Is that the blonde?
Yes.
I love her. She has a YouTube channel, by the way.
Yes.
She does a reaction video of the movie.
Oh, I gotta
and
see
it's
that.
so good.
Yeah.
I gotta see
I
that.
She's
really
great.
liked her reaction video.
You watched it? I
Yeah.
loved it.
Damn, I gotta watch that.
It is refresh. The actress Tina from Halloween 5 needs to do this. It's refreshing when the worst character
Yes.
in a film
Yeah.
will admit it and go through their
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
I did like where she said that wasn't my bra that they showed. That was like a
I
body
know.
double. Yeah.
That's and she did most of the final girls screams.
Oh.
Yes, because Bianca couldn't scream or something. There was like
Yep.
something wrong with her throat.
And there was a great part where she's like, I was in my Alicia Silverstone phase. Like, I was doing all her different facial expressions. It's great. That's highly recommend.
And
So it's a fun setup. I know it's stupid, but it's a fun setup. The Myers house has cameras and they all have webcams, and Michael actually shows up. That beginning is weird though, when he kills the cameraman and the tripod has a big spike on it for no reason.
For why? Like, makes no
That's
sense.
so annoying. Tyra Banks just making her coffee.
Yeah, dancing.
You know who's in this too? Our boy is in this from Smart House and Luck of the
I know,
Irish.
Ryan Merriman.
That's our boy from that's
Yes.
our Disney Channel original movies,
okay.
Tony.
When we saw it, like when I rewatched it, I totally forgot he was in this. That was such
Which
a
one does
treat.
he play?
He's
The guy on the
computer.
computer.
Oh,
who's in love with
Deckard.
her.
Deckard, yeah. Deckard is in multiple Disney Channel original movies.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
Deckard?
Final Destination 3.
There you have it.
We're gonna get back to Final Destination at some point. Deckard, Blade Runner reference.
Yeah.
I like him and his friend dress up as the Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I love that too. I love that too.
Yeah, Deckard. I'm going to talk about Deckard in a bit.
Cool.
I said I wouldn't talk about too many deleted scenes, but there's a few that I need to talk about. But well, I forgot to mention the director of this film is Rick Rosenthal, who directed Halloween 2. So, I mean, who are you?
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They
So,
brought him-
John Carpenter
know
makes
that.
Halloween.
Brought him
Everyone
back.
loved it. And they got this guy to do the follow-up. H2Go comes out. Everyone loves it. And they got the same guy to do the follow-up. He should have done Halloween Kills. That's all I'm saying. He should have brought him. He knows how to make a good sequel. Because everyone loves Halloween Resurrection. And it's everyone's favorite. The kills in this are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
American Pie kid gets
Yeah.
a knife in the head.
That's also the dude from what, Rookie of the Year?
Rookie
Yes.
of the
Yeah.
Year.
Yeah, which my good friend Doug, Nostalgia Critic, just reviewed recently.
Okay, cool.
What's her great? Katie Sackhoff gets her head cut off.
Yeah, that was a good.
I do like that Michael has been living under his house for 20 years.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Eating rats,
Ew.
which we made a joke about in our short where Dr. Loomis goes,
Yes.
he eats rats, because we were like referencing all the sequels. Yeah, so that's pretty funny. Why wouldn't he just sleep in the house? It looks like no one goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's goofy, like you said. It's goofy. And I love the twist where Freddy Buster Rhymes is planning all of this, but then it all goes array when Michael shows up. The best scene in Halloween history is Buster Rhymes dresses Michael Myers yelling
Yes.
at the
Yeah.
real Michael
Yes.
Myers.
I said, what you looking at me like that for? Huh? You don't get it? You don't get it?
Yes.
And Michael
Smacking
Myers
him on the head.
Michael Myers is so out of his element.
Yeah.
He stalks white girls and oblivious dudes. He was not ready for a sassy
No.
black guy. He was like, I don't know what to do. I gotta walk away.
He was sort of like so confused.
And that's why I'm glad, because all these movies, they try to tell us that Jamie Lee Curtis can kill Michael.
No.
Like, oh, Dr. Loomis, that old guy will be able to take him. Like, no. Buster Rhymes.
Yes.
Buster Rhymes is the only one who can stop Michael Myers. And we'll talk about Halloween Ends. Biggest missed opportunity. He should have came back as a new character.
He needed to. Anything to save that movie.
Jamie Lee Curtis is like, I can't stop Michael. And he comes in. He's like, I got this one.
Starts doing kung fu and
Yeah.
Kung fu.
spinning is like, yeah.
What did you guys think of the Kung Fu?
Loved it.
He liked it.
I loved it. I loved it. Give me more Buster Rhymes kung fu. Give me scissor kicks. Give
Well-
me bow staffs or 2x4s or whatever.
Well, I'm glad you said give me more Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Casey, this movie was saved. They saved this in reshoots. Because do you know what the original ending was?
Okay. I know where he's going.
No.
So Deckard, the
Yeah.
character who's been helping her the whole movie, getting her out of these situations through the text. I do like that he's watching it by himself and more people
Yeah.
show up in the room.
He became the life of the party.
Yeah. So on the page, on a script, this probably
Yeah.
seems like a good idea. Like, hey, this guy's been helping her virtually, should come in at the end and show up and save her. And they shot that. The original ending is Deckard coming in and saving her from Michael when they're in the shed and everything's on fire. Looks good on the page, right?
Yeah.
Thank God someone watched that and went, what the? No. Get Buster Rhymes. He's doing more Kung Fu. We're ending this movie. He's going to do Kung Fu and he's going to electrocute Michael Myers' balls.
In the balls.
In the balls. But the funny part is when you watch it, when the door gets cut down or kicked down,
Uh-huh.
you still see Deckard. Deckard is the one.
Yeah, you can see.
So if you like freeze frame it, it's Deckard, and then it cuts and it's Buster Rhymes.
Awesome. I need to rewatch that.
So I mean, it's stupid if you were to write the movie like that, it'd be stupid. You're like, obviously Deckard should save her, and then there's like a little romance because they shot.
Do they
stuff.
even get together? Like, do they?
There
how
were
did
multiple endings where it's like when he was the one to save her. There were some endings where they were implied they were going to have a romance. But again, some hero saved the film, and they went, no. He's coming in. He's going to say trick or treat, motherfucker.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
And we're going to put it in every trailer.
I was waiting for that moment, and then he pretends to die.
Yeah.
Like you think he dies, and then I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure he has a quote. I don't know. And then finally, so it ruined it. It spoiled it for my sister.
Oh man, I'm sure she was on the edge of her seat, wondering if Buster Rhymes was going to come back and save her.
Between Trick or Treat, motherfucker. Let's get some, what does he say? Dangertainment up in your ass or something like that.
Let the Dangertainment begin.
Yeah, like, just so good. Like,
you're not Michael Myers. I'm Michael Myers. It's how can anyone hate this? It's too stupid to hate.
Show.
Although it was funny, they asked John Carpenter when he was doing promotion for Ends, if he had watched the other sequels. That he wasn't involved with, and he mentioned Halloween Resurrection.
Oh my god!
He's like, I watched the one where there were cameras in the house,
yeah,
and then the guy at the end has a speech about violence, and I thought it was awful. And for me, I think that's just John Carpenter being jealous.
Yeah, John Carpenter pretty much hates all the. I think he hates Halloween 2. He hates all. Yeah,
which he wrote, but he admits it sucks.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure he likes the new 3 because they let them do music with the son. But I think he was just jealous because obviously the first one's the best, but Resurrection is clearly the best one after the first one.
Okay,
obviously.
Tony.
John Carpenter watched it. He's like, that should have been the sequel the whole time. Why didn't I think about that?
He's like, this is Hollywood.
Reality show, message about violence at the end.
Oh my God, dude.
It's great, guys. It's great. But I do want to say, Scream Factory, who I was praising earlier.
Yeah.
They released the first 5 individually, right? And everyone's like, all right, well, when are they doing H2O, Curse of Michael Myers, and Resurrection? I'm guessing Halloween 5 or 3 didn't sell well.
Yep.
So those sons of bitches, the only way you can get Halloween H2O is if they packaged it with 6 and Resurrection, which people don't like. I'm like, oh, you jerk.
Smart.
You jerk.
Smart.
Most people aren't going to buy. I mean, I would buy 5 copies of Resurrection.
Yeah.
But most people probably wouldn't. I'm like, oh, you jerks. I got to buy this box set.
Yep. They got you, Tony.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, why do you think it's the greatest movie ever?
Well, I know why. For you, man, this is obviously super nostalgic. The first one you saw in theaters.
Yeah.
This movie the sequel means a lot to you.
Yeah.
And I love the passion.
And to be honest, where the series was at that point, it's like, I don't know, how much damage are we doing? Who gives a shit?
Yeah, that's true. We're really late in it. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, I mean, there's some great moments in this.
Yeah.
It's very silly.
What's your favorite part of this film?
My favorite part.
How much time you got?
I know. I'm glad Brian Merriman was in it.
All right, well, that was good.
No.
Yeah.
Were you guys let down that they didn't show Tyra Banks' death scene?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk about it in the work print cut. It's a letdown. He just chokes her and she's like, and I'm like, all right, it is weird because they showed when they were promoting the movie, there were so many pictures of Michael leaning behind her.
Yeah.
And for years, I'm like, I need to see this. It's not, a lot of the deleted scenes are still not on official releases. You can watch my video. But I'm like, I'm finally going to see the Tyra Banks death scene. And I went, oh.
You're
well,
like,
that sucked.
damn, that sucks.
They probably couldn't get her back for a reshoot. And they were like,
yeah,
exactly. Just cut out the whole
Man,
scene.
That's boring.
I wasn't a fan of, oh God, I just forgot what I was to say. Totally just forgot.
You weren't?
Oh, I wasn't a fan of the final girl.
Oh, you didn't like her?
She didn't do it
she
for
doesn't
me.
work as a final girl, really. I like that actress. I've seen her in other stuff. But yeah, she was a weak final girl.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
I definitely didn't care.
I felt bad for
Doesn't he Busta Rhymes carry her on
Yeah.
his shoulder
Yeah.
and then he turns back around? She's just
Happy
hanging
fucking
there.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Dude. Man, this Tony fucking loves this movie.
And
I'm
actually,
about it.
thank God they added that scene where Michael's at the morgue and he wakes up again.
Yeah.
But she technically,
Oh, yeah.
the one ending, she technically would have been the one to canonically kill him because she shoves an axe in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Lee Curtis wasn't even able to do that.
Nope.
So that would have been a letdown.
But she was able to jerry rig a trap up on
Yeah.
her roof.
Busta Rhymes killing Michael, all on board with. This girl killing Michael, I'm like, nah, cut that scene out. Cut that scene out.
Michael Myers is a killer shark.
Hi, everyone. Future Tony interrupting the video. If you, for some reason, were not very into Halloween Resurrection, 1, what's wrong with you? It's awesome. 2, there actually is another follow-up to Halloween H2O, and I actually covered it last year in a video. Check out my video, Are Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, and H2O Connected? I covered a series of comic books that, as you guessed, connect H2O with 4, 5, and 6, but they also have a different version of what happens after Halloween H2O. And there is a huge surprise twist that I think you would really, really enjoy. So go back and check out that old video. Anyway, back to this video. Bye. But yeah, so after that they went, well, shit, I guess all we could do was remake it. And they remade Michael Myers. Yep. Got the Rob Zombie movies. And then years later, we get Halloween 2018.
Yeah.
Which I really like.
I love it.
I love it.
2018.
It's become my favorite sequel. I think it fires on all cylinders. It's updated just enough. It does what I like in Halloween H2O, just a little bit better without the whole sister aspect.
Yeah.
I really, really like it. And then I remember reading, and I've said this in the other reviews, that they had ideas for 2 movies. And then somehow they found out they were making 3 movies. And then we got Halloween Kills, which is a fucking train wreck.
Disaster.
You could tell they didn't know what to do. Ugh. They were like, we got to fill time. He just goes around killing people. And
Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight.
Evil dies tonight.
One of the worst sequences in a Halloween movie is
here's the thing, though. Because it is so over the top and stupid, I do watch it a lot. And I'm like, if you're just, that is a turn your brain off thing. But time came, they had to wrap up their trilogy, which is technically the 4th film. And that's when we got Halloween Ends, which I saw with you.
Yes, which was a nice experience.
Which again, I have a full review of this already from when it came out with Crystal, but I rewatched it for this. So this is me revisiting it, but we're going to hear it from you two for the first time. But Casey, can you please read the back of the box?
I feel like these 3 just have underlying themes.
Yes.
Stuff that are just okay. The most acclaimed and revered horror franchise in film history reaches its epic, terrifying conclusion as Laurie Strode faces off for the last time against the embodiment of evil, Michael Myers. Michael hasn't been seen for 4 years after the events of Halloween Kills. He was just as embarrassed.
He's like, I don't know. I gotta maybe sit out live and let people forget about this.
Laurie lives with her granddaughter Allison and has chosen to liberate herself from fear and rage and embrace life. When a young man is accused of killing a boy he was babysitting, a cascade of violence and terror is ignited with a final confrontation between Laurie and Michael unlike any ever captured on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
She makes annual pies.
Yes.
To become normal again.
God.
When we saw this in the theater.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Barnhouse.
I know. Kevin Smith might make that a school, a film school.
I didn't know about
Please do it.
When we saw this, I just kept, because you wouldn't let me watch it on Peacock.
No.
I was like, yeah, I got to review. I'm just going to watch it on Peacock. It's worked out for Kills. She's like, you can't. You have to go see it at the theater. I'm like, I guess I'm seeing it at the theater. All I heard, it was very divisive. Very, very, very divisive. We went and saw it, and I think I said to you in the theater, I was just like, I see why people don't like this one. Like midway through. And after revisiting, I'm still like lukewarm. I appreciate what they were trying to do. It's just they don't fully commit to their idea. They chicken out at the end, and it gets a little messy. But I mean, it's not like the worst thing ever. But you rewatched it.
I tried.
How did you feel about it this time?
I rewatched it, and then by the time that Laurie makes the phone call that there's been a suicide, I'm like, oh, I need to fast forward through this. This is so
it
boring.
didn't work for you on a second viewing?
It didn't. And then a third, I tried again, and I couldn't
Really?
do it.
So what is it about it that's like not grabbing you this time?
It lags on the entire time.
It's pretty
so
slow.
boring.
Yeah.
And the fact that I'm like, why he just turns into such a Michael turns into a huge bitch in this movie. I don't know why he's hiding in a sewer. I don't know why, like, all of a sudden he can just get his ass kicked.
Well, I
I
mean,
just
if
don't
you-
understand, like,
Look,
what is happening.
His adrenaline was pretty rushing on Halloween 2018, like both those movies. After a while, it's like he was stabbed and shot a lot. He's recovering.
Yeah, but my dude literally is beat to hell and then kicks everyone's ass somehow at the end of the last movie. But he's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, then he got tired.
4 years tired. Oh my god.
Hey, but he has been killing the whole time.
I guess.
But look, he tied in Halloween 5 where he's in a sewer
Yes.
and eating rats like
Yes.
in Resurrection.
Well, actually, it's implied, but the deleted scenes confirm it. He's been eating people the whole time. But they've been like, because he lives near that homeless camp. I think that
Yeah.
homeless
Right,
guy
right.
feeds him because he knows who he is.
Oh
Yeah.
my
There,
gosh.
if I remember right, someone said the novelization is that homeless guy who's outside of
Mm-hmm.
Michael's thing. Like he was also in the asylum. He was like one of the guys in the bus in 2018 who breaks
Okay.
out.
What is this? Jeepers Creepers 3?
I guess so, yeah. But no, there is a deleted scene where Corey, the new character, is running around.
Mm-hmm.
It goes a lot longer before Michael grabs him. He falls into a pit with just skeletons. So Michael's been killing and eating people
okay.
this whole time.
Well, that would have been better to know that.
Yeah, it explains it. They never explain why there's carvings of Michael's face in the sewer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's just random ones. So yeah, he's been hiding out for 4 years. But we get this new element with Corey, who looks exactly like the guy from Christine, because this movie is also like a celebration of John Carpenter films. They're even watching the freaking Thing in the beginning.
Yeah, I noticed that.
But I remember the beginning I thought was like a pretty effective opening because like,
I
you're,
agree.
you're waiting for Michael
Oh,
Myers.
you're right. The opening was
Yeah.
good.
Yes, and I like what they were trying to do. We're like, hey, Michael's effect. It works more for this, I guess, after Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
The problem with Halloween Kills is that the town is acting like Michael has been attacking them every year, and it's like he only attacked once until this night.
Yeah.
This time it makes a little bit more sense because he killed a lot of people
Yeah.
at last Halloween.
And they're all blaming Lori.
Yeah.
Yes, but I like how they're showing like the whole beginning. It's like, is he killing some of these people, or is he just totally fucked the psyche of this whole town?
Right.
Or are people now murdering people knowing it'll get blamed on Michael? So I kind of like that, and I like what they were trying to do with Corey. And like you said, with Michael being a bitch,
Yeah.
if they actually committed to the evil taking shape, and it's like, yeah, the physical form of Michael is done, but his essence now lives
Right.
in Corey, then they would have had something. But they got too scared to fully
They
commit to
didn't.
it.
They didn't fully commit.
They didn't commit at all, and like it kind of like ruins the theme because the whole theme of the movie is like, yeah, evil takes shape and everything.
Yes.
And it's like, well, no, it didn't actually. And then you threw him in a meat grinder. So everything's fine.
Yeah, they just didn't do what they needed to do, in my opinion, to like really wrap this up correctly.
Well, the big problem with this trilogy is that 2018 did this idea so well.
yeah.
Like her coming to grips with like her trauma and everything. And it did it so well. And that was a satisfying ending.
I thought so too.
Like, I know it's ambiguous. Did he survive at the end?
Yeah.
But you could just, it's that's like, that one is still standalone for me. Like these two are like bonuses. I don't hate them, but I don't need them. 2018 is a good ending.
Yeah.
The character of Corey. Does he not do it for you? Because he has his own little fan
He
base
does.
now. People
That's
love.
always going to happen, though, in my opinion.
What did you think about him?
I'm conflicted. I just didn't like it. I don't know. I don't
You
like
liked it enough to get the cat
I
mask.
know. And I want the scarecrow.
You're like,
So
I
I
don't
don't
like
like
this
what-
movie. I can't even finish it, but I do need to buy it.
I think just because it's so obscure to me, those two.
Mm-hmm. I do like. I did like that Michael had a friend because that's never happened
Yeah,
before.
that's never
Oh my
happened.
gosh, the part where
Yeah.
you think he's on the back of the motorcycle.
That
Oh my God.
everyone, so many people photoshopped Michael on the
Yes.
back.
I was praying.
Yeah. So I do like the tragedy of it. Like the town just won't forgive Corey.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh,
because
so
they never
sad.
got revenge for Michael, so they're blaming him.
It's
Because
also like,
Yeah.
I get what they're trying. It's not realistic,
no,
but
get over it.
yeah. But yeah, so I like what they're doing with Corey, and he looks into Michael's eyes, and there's that evil transference, I guess. But I like that he also revives Michael. Like, I do like
Yeah.
when Michael stabs the dude, he does a little jig.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun. But I like that they're hanging out and they're bros. And I said that in the initial review. I love their bro fight in the sewer.
Yeah.
I was sad to see him die.
Corey?
Yeah.
Well, the ending you should have done is after they kill Michael, you cut back to the house and Corey's gone. Then that drives the
Yeah.
whole evil take
Yeah.
shape thing
Yeah.
home. but they didn't do it. They didn't do it. I like what they were trying to do with Laurie in this, where she's like, "Hey, I was a basket case for like 40 years, and that ended up getting my daughter killed." So,
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's got some remorse. I
Yeah.
do think that she wasn't in it as much as she should have been.
Right.
yeah, they really went into this like love angle
Yeah.
with Allison and Corey,
Yeah.
which was new for the franchise. But I mean, I guess you got to try new things once in a while.
And like the trailers made it seem like it was going to be way more Jamie oriented.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
They really made it seem like the whole movie was going to be one big fight between
Yeah.
them, and that is not the case.
That was not the case at all.
What did you think of the random out of place radio DJ?
Oh yeah.
His kill was great. Look,
Yeah.
His kill was good.
Michael's kill.
Darcy was cheating.
Darcy was killed in it.
Yeah,
Darcy from
but they didn't show it.
no, they shot it, and she thought it was going to be on the DVD, and it wasn't.
That's lame.
I will say the Michael kills are pretty lame. Like, oh, he stabs that smoking hot redhead. It needs to be more things. He stabs her up on the wall. It's like, haven't seen that before.
No, yeah, his kills were weak.
His kills are weak, but Corey's kills, they go all out. And there is a lot of setup and payoff. Because, like, in the beginning, when he's working at the mechanics,
Right.
they show him, like, set up his whole thing. And then they do it all again, but this time he's burning the guy's face.
Yeah.
That was kind of fun. His kills are going, I love the guy's tongue on the record player.
Yeah.
Just flapping. That is
was
fucking
good.
awesome.
No, there's like some redeeming
Yeah.
kills and stuff, but overall, just this one did not hit for me.
Yeah.
No,
It didn't hit for
I
a lot
can't
of
believe
people.
it did initially. It hit for me. And
Yeah, you
now
really
no.
dug it
Yeah,
at
you
the
liked
time.
it at first, and yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's happened. There's been movies that
Couldn't
I
get
liked
through
and
it.
then, like, on repeat viewings. I'm like, I think I liked it in that moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still like on the fence with this one. People either like really, really praise it a little
they?
too much. They're doing the whole like it'll be a cult classic in like 10 years. It's like, nope, there's too much competition. People just watch other movies.
Like the
Yeah.
Friday Part 5 effect. People like all of a sudden like that movie now, which is
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
I mean, that movie does have good kills.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
not that bad. See, that's a movie that committed to
That's
the
true.
copycat.
Yeah.
That's my problem with the series. It's like, let's go with the whole shape idea. Like, it doesn't have to be Michael. Like,
Yeah.
it can, I mean, as long as you're doing the mask because you got to sell merch, as long as you keep the outfit,
Yeah.
it can be someone else.
Sure.
I would have been fine with that idea.
Yeah.
But they set it up with Jamie and they drop the ball. They just will never commit to this. And it's like, just fucking try it. Scream does it all
They
the
do.
time.
Right,
do.
that's true.
Yeah. So that was a letdown. And then David Gordon Green. You know, David Gordon Green, maybe he phoned this one because he was working really hard on Exorcist Believer. Do you think?
Oh no, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the problem. Right now, fucking
Look.
David Gordon Green is in trouble.
Look. Look. I will defend David Gordon Green's Halloween trilogy. Because again, I love 2018.
I do too.
Kills is enjoyable, and I like what they were trying to do here. I will never defend Believer. Believer was awful. Believer was so bad.
Not good, dude.
Dude, they have to get Mike Flanagan to do the next one.
Yeah.
And it's not, that was supposed to be a trilogy. And they're like, nope, scrap all those plans. We spent too much money, so we
Yeah.
have to make them, but get rid of everything.
Yeah.
but with this movie, the producers behind it are big fans of the franchise. That's why I just don't understand.
Well, I mean, this was again, they did the really, really good one, the story they wanted to tell. And then they did their schlocky one. And then they were like, you know what? Let's try,
Do something different.
let's
Really
try some
different.
new things. Let's take some risks. And if it fails, who cares? It's the final one. And that is one thing I will give them credit for.
When you put it that way, I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
I will give them credit that they killed Michael Myers and they super killed
Yeah.
him.
They killed the shit out of him.
Because they knew people were going to be like, all right, if it's an ambiguous, we're going to get shit. If we
Yeah.
cut his head off but don't show it. Like, so they make sure he's unmasked.
Yeah.
They bleed him out. And then they're like, not enough. We're going to put him in the grinder. And they,
Yep.
I remember to you in the theater when they first show that metal grinder, I'm like, oh, someone's getting thrown in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I was waiting the whole movie. Like when he kills the people at the mechanics, I'm like, oh, well, obviously one of them. I'm like, then midway through, I'm just like,
Aw.
why has no one got thrown? And then when the girl says not dead enough, I went, oh my God, they're going into the meat grinder.
So great. Yeah, that part that was dope.
Yeah. So I mean, like whether you like it or not, I'm like, at least they were true to their word because what you call it, Blumhouse, Jason Blum, he said he only wanted to do 3. After Paranormal Activity Next of Kin, he was like, all right, we're done just shitting out sequels. We'll do 3 of these and we'll move on to something else. But yeah, it's still controversial. It has its fans, but yeah, I don't know. It's more interesting than this, I guess.
I don't know.
But
about
yeah, I
don't
guess we
know.
are at that moment now. Guys, What is the worst Halloween Part 4? Is it Halloween 5, Resurrection, or Ends?
You want to go first?
I honestly see myself watching Halloween 5 over this one, Halloween Ends. So I have to say Halloween Ends.
Oh, wow, you're going Ends.
I am, and I have the merch. I even have the mask
I know you do.
from Halloween Ends.
Yeah, all right, real quick about Ends. I like that Michael Myers' undoing is his fucking attachment to the mask. Like, dude, just get
let it
another
go.
mask.
Yeah.
Get another mask.
Yeah. Like you
Can
said,
you picture him with the scarecrow mask?
Well, but it's like, by the way, there was no attachment in the first movie. He just grabbed the mask
I was
from
gonna
the
say,
store.
like you said, like they could have, like he didn't have to be like.
That's it, because that's the funniest thing about this trilogy is like he actually doesn't care about Laurie
No.
Strode. He just keeps bumping into the
Yeah.
broad.
Yeah.
But literally, he's like, that guy took my mask.
Yeah.
And then he goes there and he's like, oh, I got my mask back. And he sees Laurie. He's like, this lady again. I can't get away from this girl. But literally, going back for his mask is what gets him stuck in Laurie's house.
Yeah.
And then he has the upper hand on her and she messes with the mask. Like, no, I got to put the mask back on. I'm like, dude, like, just put it on later.
Yeah, that
He's a good Michael too in Halloween Ends.
James Drew Courtney. I
Yeah.
really liked his
I
Michael.
think he was
in this.
good.
Yeah.
I thought he was scary.
Yes. Yeah, I think he's probably one of the better Michaels
Yeah,
compared
he
to all of
is.
them. All right, so what's your worst Halloween Part 4?
with no questions asked, Halloween Ends, and I don't even care if it's the nostalgia aspect of 5 and Resurrection are there for me. I've watched them a ton. Dude, I think this is genuinely the worst movie of the 3. And that's just me. I don't know if it's because, it's recent and I'm still hurting, but maybe it'll grow on me later. But yeah, as of now, it's Halloween Ends.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm outnumbered. Because
He's
Halloween
going Halloween 5.
Halloween 5 for me,
Yeah.
it's a slug. The kills aren't great. It's a letdown. Halloween Ends, those Corey kills, that whole sequence of the
You're
kills
right,
are
the
better
kills
than
are good.
any kill in this.
You're right.
Keep in mind, it's the 13th, 14th Halloween, so I don't care about them trying to break formula and try something else.
Yeah.
It didn't exactly work for me.
Yeah.
It's out of all of the new Blumhouse ones, it's probably going to be the one I watch the least, unless I'm marathoning. But yeah, I put it higher than 5 because 5 is just, 5 was the one I never really liked at all. At one point, I loved all of them, but 5 was the one I just can't get into it. And these days, I still can't get into it.
Fair
but
enough.
I'm glad we all agreed that it wasn't Resurrection, and I'm glad we all agree that Resurrection is the best one. And the original Halloween only works as a prequel to this film, and it doesn't work.
Oh my God. You know what, Tony? You're right. Shout out Halloween Resurrection. Shout out Busta Rhymes. Shout out Dangertainment.
Would Busta Rhymes have saved Halloween Ends?
Yes. 1000%.
Yeah, Michael should have. All right, so they should have killed Michael and kept Corey alive, so evil takes shape. But then Jamie Lee Curtis should have died. And they're like, who will take the new shape of her goodness? Will it be Allison? And like Allison's like, no, it's not me. And then Busta Rhymes kicks down the door.
Yes.
Trick or treat, motherfucker!
Yes.
How bad, Corey?
Yes.
Just like
dude.
as a post-credit scene, even I'll take it.
That would have saved the entire trilogy.
The entire franchise.
But yeah, I see how you guys would pick Ends, because Ends really is like, we're doing 2018 again, but slower and not as fun and not as
weird
good.
as hell.
And weird.
Yeah.
It was just mean-spirited for me.
It was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Also, I freaking
Bandmates.
when the doctor talks to the doctor is sleeping with the hot
Yeah.
nurse, when he goes in there and talks to his Alexa, it kept triggering my Alexa. Oh, I'm sorry for the people watching. Alexa, don't turn the lights off. Okay, don't do that, Alexa. Because sometimes you'll say, Alexa, lights off, and it'll just turn lights off. You don't want to do that because
No.
it'll really screw people up at home.
Yeah.
Alexa, call mom. That's something you could do, but you don't want to say that because they're probably calling someone's mom.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go. Halloween 2-1. Halloween Ends, I guess, is the worst 4th Halloween film. It's finally done. So next year, we're doing Curse of Michael Myers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But good for us, there's 2 cuts of Curse of
Yes.
Michael Myers.
Yes.
So it will be Halloween 6, theatrical versus
Oh,
producers.
yes,
cut.
there is.
Paul Rudd,
Yes.
baby.
And then the year after that, we'll just do Rob Zombie's Halloween, and then I'll be done.
I'll do that one.
Oh yeah, we'll be done. We'll finally be done. Even though there's 2 versions of that movie too, we'll just knock it out in one.
I'll do that.
Because I already did Halloween 2 on the best 2, and I reviewed the original Halloween, not on this channel.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite horror films ever.
It's great.
And I did it with a very special friend, Mid Salad. So go on Mid Salad's channel to watch my review of Halloween, where she didn't understand that Michael Myers escaping in the beginning of the movie was Michael Myers because he wasn't wearing the Michael Myers outfit.
No.
So that just shows you how good of a review it is. Check it out.
Some person escaped from an asylum and then stole a car, and I thought that was Michael Myers. But is there like another Michael Myers 2.0?
No, that's Michael Myers.
That's Michael Myers.
Who else would that be?
Yeah, so I thought correctly. It was Michael Myers. That's good.
How else do you interpret that scene?
Well, I was like, okay.
Were you confused that he wasn't in the Michael Myers outfit?
Yeah.
He hadn't gotten it yet. They don't let you walk around. Well, in the Rob Zombie remake, they do, apparently. They don't let you walk around with monster masks in insane asylums.
Why not? It's supposed to, like, reflect your identity. Your identity is your face.
And check out our short from a few years ago. We remade Halloween in 5 minutes.
It's fantastic.
I think I'm ready to do more of those. I think I'm ready to give more of those a shot.
Yeah, love the Christmas one that you
the
did.
Die Hard, but it's a Christmas movie. Yeah. That's a good
and
one.
I love the Halloween one you guys did. Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
I had an idea to do a cheaper one that I got to tell you about. It'll be fun. Yes. So Tim, where can we find you?
Yeah. Follow me on Tapes from the Crypt. We do merch. Like I said, discount code Hack the Tony.
Whoa!
You get discounts on all pre-orders, all leftovers, and then follow Crypt Video Rentals for any future video store pop-ups.
Nice.
I want Dangertainment.
Yes. I got to do Resurrection.
I will say, like I said, if you want to hear me talk more about these longer, check out the movie dumpster episode and check out the Halloween Ends review I did with Crystal when it came out. But yeah, I think Joe's wife made him a Dangertainment show.
Yes.
My favorite part about the movie dumpster episode is he forgot one of the cameras. So he set up an old VHS camera to record for me. So I had the Dangertainment
Yes. I love that.
And you guys think of everything.
And yeah, check out my work print video. Check out my TV cut video for Halloween 2, because that is a bizarre TV cut. And same with Halloween H2O, where they cut out all the kills. So it's a whole movie of people being startled at nothing.
Great.
Wow.
And then they killed LL Cool J. They never bring his character back in the TV cut, so it's implied he dies.
Wow.
Go back and check all those out. It's Halloween season, guys.
Woo!
We got so many spooky movies to review this year. And it's going to be a good time. Goodbye.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our other videos and Patreon page.